My name's Ambrosio. I'm the producer and the composer of Sunset. I like to be kind of minimal with the music. I feel that it's good to have a clear path with in terms of the feel of the environment or what the scene calls for. So I feel like having too many instruments or too many sounds might take away and not complement the scene. Especially for Sunset, what I usually do is I either have a guitar or I'll have a keyboard and I'll hook it up to my software program, and I could start with anything from a piano or trumpet or organ, and I could just mix around the parameters of how that sounds and put effects onto it. And for me, with Sunset, what really clicked was when I was watching it was watching Liam's character um, when he's crying on the couch, not knowing what to do. I felt that was the core of the soundtrack to Sunset. It was not knowing what to do, feeling kind of hopeless, but being so experienced in the world because he's an older man. This is what he fears. He's seen it all, but this is what he fears, and I felt like that would be uh, kind of cold, lonely, but yet a kind of with a beautiful tune to it, because because the movie is beautiful, the characters are beautiful, and their relationships are. So I felt like I had to incorporate all of that together. And especially with the drone, sequences, I think it really it just clicks. You know when something clicks, and you try not to change it too much, or you give it the attention that it needs and nothing more. It makes me feel very good. I mean, I originally started, get breaking into entertainment and movies by just doing the scores to movies, and I thought like that's 100%. That's what I want to do, and and I was able to do that, fortunately. And then I got into producing and doing all this other stuff, and I kind of didn't put music aside, but I felt like it was necessary because it gives me space to not be totally submerged with music. It gives me the space to do other things and really reflect and take an outside perspective. So it's I find it a little funny that when I started, I wanted to be recognized as a composer, and I did. I mean, here and there, but now it's more than ever, and it's like I kind of like juggling two things. So it's fun. I enjoy it. I mean, I found my place. I think Sunset came up a while ago. It was just one of those thoughts that what movie would I like to see, and in seeing all the movies that I didn't like, and there were quite a few, I realized that just make something that's totally different. Go against the grain. That's the word that I always use, and I think it was a time where there was like a lot of like end of the world movies and whatnot, and it was always the younger couple, the younger generation, surviving and then going forth to rebuild the world or whatever. And I always felt like, what happens to like the grandfathers and the grandmothers and the older people and the people who can't take care of themselves? What about them? And I thought it was unique because it's not something, and this is what a lot of people have told me, that they don't expect a 27-year-old kid to be writing something like this. It's but I felt that it was good to to shed a light and give respect to our elders, because I guess now more than ever we're going through difficult times, and where are they going to be? I mean, the young could fend for themselves, but there's going to be a time where we're going to be like them, and it would be nice to have someone to care for you, when if or when that time comes. It's a dream. I mean, it really is. I mean, I'm very proud. I mean, to be a part of this team. Um, and I think it's hard for a lot of people to get to this point, and we've been very successful, and we are, I think it's the determination and really belief in making films, making good quality movies that that keeps us going, and I've had a lot of support with this, and I think that's a very good indication of our success so far.